This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been worried if you didn't have first tee jitters?
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case. But it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form. Make nice full swings. Pick some good targets. And, of course, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
There's a big green, and you use every inch of it.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Settles in over the putt.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Clean this up with a tap. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Teed up here at the second hole, Frank, this is a short par 4 measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really two bunkers that you've got to, or two complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay up to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a two-shot hole, and play it that way.
Look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Well, the time is now to start making birdies, and there we go. One on the board, and suddenly inside the top 20.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of in that. But really, you've got to be aggressive from here on in.
That's right.
Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Long, just net longer.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
You can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. He's sneaking into contention here. Is that birdie?
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. And we pick up action at the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
A few more birdies like that, which you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Well, here we are at the fifth hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
He has given this one a full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming out here today. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 six.
In your face, McIlroy.
You love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
Right. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Comfortably inside the cut line, a young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, the seventh is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Frank, what's this second shot look like here at the seventh?
A good distance in here, and you can just simply look at the flag. This is a hole that should be taken advantage of.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Has it? Now 7 under for the tournament. .555-yard par 5 eighth hole. Frank, is this a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 330-yard mark. That's the decision that has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly a layup. If you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, at this, the highest level of the game, the margins are so razor thin between winning and losing. It becomes about not wasting shots, and I think that's why players really enjoy stroke play.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Rich. That's why the best players, they want every shot to count. And the best format of golf that requires that is stroke play. In match play, you can get away with a big number. In stroke play, they want it to be a body of work. Every single shot adding to the score.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. Frankie, he put the thumb down on that one.
It's still going. Look, you've got to get that thumb going as quick as you can. That is hot warp speed.
Frank putting it all together today. What a nice performance.
It's been like a clinic so far.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left, there's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So, second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just a couple of feet. Well, there's impressive, and then there's mind-boggling. We're at mind-boggling now. 10 under par. Boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West. 617 yards. Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
All right, Frank, time to play a little pitch and putt right now. Good chance with a good shot here to make a 4.
Yeah, holes like this is where small ball can beat big ball.
Danger right there. So close.
What is here ball a lot?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but it requires a better shot.
Not the longest. 295 yards in the fairway. Will settle. Club has been pulled. Ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is classy.
What a chance of going in.
He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap-in to finish the hole. Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. And now we're at the par 3, 13th hole, 214 yards. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there.
Yeah. That's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
So a tester from 4 feet. Racking him and stacking him. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play till you finish the hole.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Straight at it.
Not overly long, but still a pretty good spot for in the third.
That's in that 280 mark.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Knocking down all the shots today now, 13 under. Now to the par 4 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those two bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. That requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Big green, and they'll use every inch of it.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par fives here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
Frank, what a turn of events here.
You're absolutely right, Rich. This round started off completely on the wrong foot, but he's managed to somehow keep his composure and turn this round completely in the other direction.
Pretty happy with that 290-yard take off the tee. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. Good looking shot right here. Stuffed in there really close, and now just to tap it. Settles in over the putt. is a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here. This one's looking good. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Clean this up with a tap. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because the goes after it like he is here.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Just a superb shot.
And you're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Mark a birdie on the clock. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Fourteenth hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking.